Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself S02E0. And it's Friday, boys and girls. It's time for a Telford save. And it's a season preview episode. We're only going to play against Braintree in this league game. The rest of the episode we're going to go through what has happened in the pre-season here. The friendlies, the transfers, and whatever. Let's start with going from the bottom here. We go to finances. We have £500,000. Interesting. At least I think it's interesting. Because we are making money when we're playing. So, but I think we might be changing that this season because we have bought quite a lot of players. I must say, not bought, we have signed because it's free transfers as always down here. And I'm trying to find some good players, and hopefully I have found a couple of good players. But yeah, let's continue to the club vision, where we are on course, of course, with working within the budget and stuff like that, which is important. We will have huge problems if we don't stay within the budget. We all know that. And growth of the club's reputation is satisfactory. I don't think we've grown very much, to be honest, but yeah. Current season, they want me to finish in mid-table, even though I was fighting for promotion last season. So that's a good thing. I'm thankful for that they don't put too much pressure on me. Reach the FA Cup proper. That's probably that they want me to reach the first round, which is going to be extremely hard. But yeah, be competitive in the FA Trophy. We certainly hope. We did a good job of that last season when we reached the semi-finals. Went out against Turkey. But yeah, let's hope for that we might even get to a final and hopefully win it. But that's going to be tough, of course. Then we have the board. They are delighted with my leadership, which is nice to read. And they are pleased with the last season's playing entertaining football. They're reserving that. We're not playing that entertaining, but yeah. Play high tempo pressing football. We're not playing very high tempo, but I am expecting to raise that, to be honest, because we now have a couple of more players than we had last season. So I'm sort of, what should I say, having the possibility to rest players in a whole different way this season than I had last season. So I am going to try to have a higher tempo in my football in the way that we're going to be playing. They're delighted with the financial aspect of Trent Tingle. That's a player that I will be talking about a little more later on when we get to the transfer. Very pleased with the aspect of releasing Pickett. Pleased to be a positive atmosphere in the changing room. Sid Nelson's wage might be too high. Luke Dreyhurst might be too high. So a couple of too high wages that they are complaining about. But yeah, let's hope that it's not a waste of money. Let's hear from the supporters. They are overall, the supporters are delighted with the job that I'm doing. They're pleased with my entertaining football. They want more high tempo, I guess, because they're reserving judgment. They want us to be competitive against Kidminster Harrier, and we were last season. I think we beat every single time we met them, so that's a good sign to beat our rivals like that. Get a better or our rival non-eaten. And Tamworth, yeah, that's two other teams that we're going to have to be fighting against. Finish mid-table is what they are expecting. They're pleased with that I have released Kobe Jong and Byron Moore, and are pleased with the signing of Josh Robinson. Disappointed with the sale of Brendan Daniels. Yeah, I am going to go through all those stuff eventually. So let's go club info. Not much has happened here. We're still going to have Joe Ling as captain and Marcel Musevic as the vice captain. We're still going to have Tyree Wilson as our key player, and that is the Trent Tingle thingamajig is our new hot prospect, 16 years of age, our midfield, right midfielder that we have very high hopes about getting to become a really big star. Problem is that we probably won't get any money for him, but maybe he can develop into something really good here. So let's get into the transfer and transfer history, and let's see. Here's transfers in, no transfers out. Let's start with the previous season, because I think there is some players that came in the end of the last season here. Yeah. Terry Wilson was the last that you know about. The new players signed in before this season is, as we said, Trent Tingle. Let's have a look at Trent Tingle then. A right midfielder having some really good numbers here at 16 years of age. Down here, I must add, looking at the potential, he has the potential to be a star player, and he's already have very good rating. So yeah, I could not ignore him, so I had to sign him. Let's go back again. Let's see, Trent Tingle. So yeah, found him on a free transfer, being released or something, I don't know. Just showed up, and I thought, yeah, I get him. I'll take him under my wings and see what we can do about it. But he hasn't trained very well at the moment, so I'm just hoping that these thingamajigs here are true, so that we have a future star upon our hands, something that might be giving us a couple of bucks, hopefully. So yeah, Englishman as well, so that's of course an important thing. We're looking at his contract. He's on a youth contract with 5 per week, and yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. And it runs until 24, so only 1 year of a contract, which is a bit sad, but or is that provisionally agreed to sign a new? Yeah, he's going to sign a new contract. Yeah, he's signed to 26, so yeah, that's good. Sorry about that, I was a bit off. And then let's go back, and we signed Noe Baba, a midfielder or a right defender. I think this is the one that I put my emphasis in, playing as a right defender, yes. So the new Harper position, the new player in the Harper's position, which I'm happy about that we have, because Harper, well, he was a good player, but first of all, he was way too alone to be able to play in that position. Piggott was never good enough to be able to get there. Baba has been around, but I still found him on a free transfer. So that's going to be interesting to see. Contract details with him, 450 per week is a bit high, I would say. Especially, and remaining loyalty bonus and stuff like that. So we do have a lot of money to pay out if things go good. Then we have Aaron O'Driscoll at the central defender. And look at this, he's training very, very well at the moment as well. So, and he has the potential to be a leading National League player. So, and he's supposedly a good National League player already. That means that he's one division down from where he's supposed to be. So we're going to have to try and see if we can bring him up to where he's supposed to be. And you can see here, he's been in Southampton and so on, and Mansfield, Longford and Shelburne, and then now he's in Telford with us. So that's going to be interesting. Then we have Josh Robinson, another signing. Let's see if we can get into him. Yes, a defender, a central defender, but he can also play on the midfield. And a player that I have some high hopes about as well. You can see here he's already supposed to be a National League standard player. I have the potentially become a championship player in his standard. So that's another thing. He's 18 years of age as well. So found him as been leaving Arsenal. You know my ways. I try to sign those that get kicked out of the Premier League's under 23. When they release them, I want to sign them as quick as possible, because if you can do some really good bargains. They don't have the confidence to believe in themselves, it seems. So that they sign down here. If you leave them on the transfers list for too long, they will get offers from bigger clubs, and of course then you will be nothing being down in Vanarama National League North. So very important to sign them as quick as possible when they are released from their Premier League under 23 squads. So yeah. Then we have Ben Stevens, a striker, and we should see where we found him. Yeah, he left King's Lynn, where he made 42 appearances and 8 goals. Not very good though. So, but hopefully he will be better for us. His potential is a good National North player and could be a good National League player. And that's why we signed him. What in God's name is, what kind of talk is that? So he's one of the players that they are complaining about having too much salary. So let's have a look. 450 as well on him. Yes. So it's important that we succeed this season, because if we don't, we could be in trouble, to be honest. This is interesting. I haven't seen that before, but all right. Oh, and there's other things here in training. This is cool. I haven't noticed this before. This is really cool. I don't know if it's the skin or if it's the way it's been. It's a Football Manager 23 thing, but this is very, very cool to be able to go through all of this like this. And you can go into training here as well and see how we're going to train them. That's very, very cool, and something new for me to see. But yeah, as I said, an interesting player that hopefully will make a mark for us. And then we have Sid Nelson, a central defender again. I think maybe we have gone a little overboard with signing central defenders, but to be honest, we did have some major issues there from time to time last season. So it will be good to have a couple of players that can really be important, so to speak, in that sense, that can make our we can have a couple of players that we can run around with, so we don't feel locked in by just having 2 or 3 central defenders. Then when we get a schedule that we have a lot of games on it, and our players run completely dry or whatever. So yeah, I think this is it's good that we have these many central defenders now. And let's move on. We also signed Lewis Jones, a goalkeeper, an interesting goalkeeper, I think. He's 24 years of age. He's on a free transfer, though he played for Doncaster last season. Didn't make much noise there, though. But as you probably know, we're not going to leave out Marcel, of course. So he's just going to be a reserve keeper, but it's good to have a reserve keeper as well there. So, and here we have Luke Drescher, our very last signing that we have done. I don't know if we have anything on our way. We should have a look at that before we end this transfer segment as well. This is another interesting defensive midfielder. So might be a bit of a struggle there to find a situation where we can use all our players, but at the same time, look at the numbers on this one. He's got some physical problems that I would love to train up properly. And we have the determination is high, which I love, because that often gives us a good amount of what should I say? What was I going to say? They often do develop a little bit quicker when they have high determination. So let's see if we can find something that will work on agility and stuff like that. Agility and balance. I don't know. Quickness, perhaps. That will do pace and acceleration. Both of them are in great need. But endurance, stamina, and work rate. I think maybe stamina and work, or is there a way to, let's see, natural fitness. Can I find a way to train up the natural fitness? Because I think that's going to be very important. Does not seem to be. Let's have a look at this. Endurance, stamina, work rate, strength, quickness. Nope. That's too bad. But then I guess the second best thing is stamina and work rate then. So he's going to be working on that, because I really need to get that up. It is much of these things that I need to get up on him. I had missed that his natural fitness was that low. It stays fit when injured or not in training. It is also used to determine how well they maintain the physical attributes past their peak and maintain fitness between matches. So yeah, I would love to get that up, of course, but yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But that's the new signings. We have nothing going on at the moment, so that's pretty much the players that we have decided to bring in. These are the competitions that we're going to play in this year: Vanarama, National League North, the FA Cup, and the FA Trophy. Going to be interesting. This is the schedule that's been given so far. I'm going to start out this episode with just one game, the preseason episode, which is going to be against Braintree, and we hope for a 3-pointer, of course, as we always do. And we're going to be playing it pretty much in the same way that we played last season, with a lot of with only the games being shown. So we're going to cut the in-betweens, and we're going to be playing 4 games per per episode and so on and so forth. This is the way the friendlies has gone. Not the best of friendlies, one could say. Hull City lost 1-0. Northwich, Victoria, we won 3-0. And yeah, Shrewsbury, we got a draw. Ipswich, we lost 1-3. And Sutton United, we played 1-1. Now they're all, except for Northwich, I think they're all teams in a higher division than we are playing. So, of course, yeah, I think we might have done quite okay anyway. So, yeah. Medical Centre, not looking that bad. I think we have quite a good situation at the moment, but the matches hasn't really started yet. So then we have the training. Let's see if we haven't done much to the training, since we can't do that much, since we are not a professional club, which is what we want to become, of course. Let's see, mentoring, everything looking okay there. Yes. Individual, have we praised, or can we praise anybody and criticize? It doesn't look like it. Either we have done it or we are not able to do it. So staff, we can't sign anything more when it comes to coaches, which I would love to do, but we can't, as I said. Recruitment team, I don't want to sign anything more there because we don't really have we really can't afford that, for the first of all, and the second of all, we don't send out as much scouting as we were just looking at the players that we are so to speak, and get a couple of recommendations, and we can't send scouts out to check on everything. We just can't afford it, so we keep it down, and since we only can sign players free transfers, I haven't really been using the scouts that much. And the medical staff is full with our two. We have a head physio and a physio, of course. So yeah, not much more to say about that. There's not going to be anything in the data hub, I guess, even though it might be going on the last season as well. Team performance, no, that's blank. Players, that's no, last match against them, yeah. And here's next opponent, Braintree. Interesting things. Here's the tactics. We're gonna have to change a bit on this one. Joe Ling starts out with a suspension, which isn't good, of course. But yeah, looks like we're gonna have a slightly better team this season, but are we going to be good enough to gain promotion? What will the other teams have done? And looking now, you can see that we have quite a lot of new players, which we are interested in. I don't know, we did sign Carl Galleon from our own academy, so maybe that's what Tringle was as well. I don't really remember that. I know Armel is also from our academy. We wanted to fill out with players from our academy, so we do have a lot of players that are quite good players. So yeah, let's hope that this season will be a good season. Let's take away all the reserve players here, because that's just been building up our team, and we need a new midfielder to take that position. Should we go with a new Luke, or did we have someone else in mind? Parry. I think this is also a player that's been signed from those youth players that we picked up So he's also from our own club, which is very interesting. And you can see he might not have trained the best, but still he has 7.20 in training rating. So he's been training good, and still the arrows has been going down, but he's been playing well when he's been given the opportunity. Looking at this, he's 668. So I'm quite impressed with this parrot lad. So, but I don't know if he's ready for that seriousness to be in the first team like that. So I don't think we have much choices to. It's either Dreher or wait, didn't we have somebody in the defense that could play as a midfielder as well? Or did I read that wrong? I was pretty sure we had a signing of any of those defenders that could play in the, or maybe he's already in the team. Yes, Josh Robinson, of course. So I think we're going to play Josh Robinson up there, and then find a defender to play in that position. And who would it be? Should we have the new signing of Sid? I think we're going to go with Sid there. So I think this is the way we're going to be playing. He's actually quite a good midfielder, that Josh Robinson as well. So that's going to be interesting to see. But I think we have him training as ball-playing defender. So we want him to become a defender. Like most of our players, I guess. Aaron O'Driscoll will be very interesting to follow as well. And I don't think there is much more I can do with the first team. I think this is the way we're going to be playing. Maybe I don't know if Jason Oswald would be a better alternative than Jamie Allen, but I don't think so. But let's start with the reserve keeper. We're going to go with the newly bought Lewis Jones. And then we need some coverage on the bench with the defense. I think we're going to go with Jack Lee being taken out of the team, which should probably be a bit sad for him. We go with Josh Higgins as a left defender. Then we want, I think I'm going to go with Luke Dreher there. And then we go with Jason. Or should we go with Ben Stevens? He's earning a lot of money. I'm going to go with Ben Stevens to see what we can go with there. This is the team that's going to be playing, but we get there. Let's have a look at the dynamics. And it looks like team cohesive is good. Club atmosphere is very good. And manager support is good. So I'm happy to see all that. Top influencers is Matty Brown and Jason Oswell. Let's go into the hierarchy where we have the manager. That is me. We have no team leaders. That's not a good thing. We would really love to have a team leader, to be honest. But highly influenced, we have Brown and Oswell. And then influenced, we have Nolan and Jack Lee and Allen, Wilson, Harper, Marcel and Nelson. And then the rest is down there. So social groups, we do have 4 different social groups. That's not so good, I think, but yeah. Happiness, it looks like most of them are happy. This is our code of conduct. I'm not going to have a team meeting now. Let's get into the squad here. And we can see that the potentiality of most players are very high. So Casey, Bowen, Bernard is another one of those that I've signed from the youth team. That is that I felt was a bit too much potential to leave out of it. So yeah, And we have Will Plumridge is still in the club, of course. Yeah. I don't think there's much more to say, to be honest. I think this is how we're going to be playing today. And inbox, we don't have any info. Homes page is this. So I guess we have gone through most of the team completely. So I guess it's time for the game. For the first game of the season, we've gone through all the bites, the dealings that we have done, all the signed players, and all that stuff. Now there is only the first game to go through as well. Feel like it's going to be a tough one, but let's just gonna see. They have the same. Yeah, it's the same numbers of stars. So let's just continue in that way, because that's where we're going to be playing Joling once he gets back from his suspension. I don't know, he only seems to be suspended for one game, so that's good. He's going to be back for our next game. So let's move on to the game. And yeah, lacking fitness, that's okay. A load of players, that needs to be 5 players to mention, that needs to have, let's do this actually. Since he wanted number 17, we could give him number 17. So submit the numbers. I don't know why he's lost his number. That's strange. Oh well. Go to match. And always press, we can do that. And dressing room, let's pump our fist. This is a match we should be winning, so let's go out and do it. Let's get the game underway. Here's O'Driscoll. I know, I feel that it's going to take a couple of games for all the new players to get into the team and stuff like that, so I'm not that sure that we're going to be making any really good games here at the start of the season, but hopefully they will get to know each other pretty quick and get into a good way of playing pretty quick. But so far, Braintree has started out to be the better team, I think, and they have also had a shot, but they did not go on target, or that goal didn't go on target. Here's Allen to Princewell. Princewell moving up. Can he get the ball back into Allen? Yes, he does. Allen is there, and oh! I could see that we need to change this, because this is going to be the league table, of course. Irritating when that happens. But yeah, they have a dangerous free kick here. Muscat's going to take it, and Marcel is there. Whew, thank you, Marcel. Corner for Braintree. Isted. Isted. Could be alright. Marcel grabbing that ball. Here's Robinson. Here's Allen. Here's Tingle. Tingle, the 16-year-old with a very high potential and a very high current ability, as the stars tells me, or the whatever have that. I think it's the assistant manager and the scouts that's telling me that. Oh, Robinson making that one good. Here's Princewell. Princewell shoots. Oh, over. Well, I would love to start with a 3-pointer, that's for sure, but will we get it? Here's Tingle with the free kick. Hoisted in, but Wade is there grabbing the ball. Come on, Telford. Baba, O'Driscoll. Finding Princewell, finding Allen. Here's Princewell again, and Princewell, oh, he needs to have a better finishing, I must say. He can't continue to do those poor finishing. Here's Princewell, Allen, back to Princewell, and Princewell is free again. Can he just do something better? No, but he can get a corner out of it. So let's see what we can do in the corner situation. Nolan with the corner. Floating it in, and, well, Wade grabs that one without any problem. So, yeah. Come on, Telford. Nolan. Bubba. There's Tingle. Trent Tingle. Or Tingle. He gets the ball in, but straight to the goalkeeper. He hasn't been the best of... what he's shown in potential stars and stuff like that, or current star either. So I do hope that he gets, he needs some time just to get into the team and stuff like that. Oh, Baba! And Edmondson getting it away, but they comes back. Here they come again, and it gets it into... Eistead makes it 1-0 for Braintree. I think I'm going to shout and tell them that I demand more. I think we're going to go into instruction and see if we can, among other things, maybe raise the tempo. But we need to see the replay here. This hurts. Go into instructions here and we raise the tempo. And do we want to change it to shorter or longer or not? We're not going to move it. To press, we're going to go pressing off more often. And we're going to get stuck in. Let's see if that will help us. O'Driscoll. Edmondson. Wilson. Nolan. Allen. Finding Princewell. Princewell. Finding Allen. Back down. Here's Tingle. Oh, no power in his left foot, it seems like. That's sad. Now the new information should have reached the players, so they should have upped the tempo and stuff like that. But that just created a lot of chance for Braintree, I guess. Let's see what will happen. Marcel. Princewell is not good enough to win that one, but it goes back to our players. Here's Tingle. Tingle. He gets it to Allen. Allen gets it. Kenny. Oh! Jamie Allen equalizes. It's 1-1. Great. Super great. 34th minute. And we equalize. Good pass by Tingle and Allen. I thought he was going to pass to Princewell there, but scoring himself, that's okay as well. You just need the ball to go into the net. That's the important thing, of course. Here's Wilson. Here's Edmondson. Here's O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll finding up to Princewell. Princewell, can he get the ball in? He gets it back to Wilson. Wilson gets it to Tingle. Tingle. Ooh. Jamie Allen had an actor who actually did hit that ball at the end of it, which was interesting. Oh, Baba is living a bit dangerous with a yellow card. Muscat, Marcel is there. Great. And a couple of players are getting tired with the new higher tempo, which might not be the best of thing if you're getting tired just because we raised the tempo a bit. Allen lost that ball, all right. Rush and Matthews. Oh, they're playing good here. Oh, thank you. They could not put it in this time. So we are equalized. We have equalized, and it's half time. And we're gonna tell them to let's say pump fist, and yeah, it's going to keep going. We can win this if we work hard as a team. Only Marcel and Prince will get motivated. That's a shame. That's really a shame. That's really, really bad moral to not react better in a way like that. Oh well. Oh, Driscoll, and whew, he tried to ship it over our goalkeeper, but Rush did not make a good thing there. Here's Edmondson, Princewell, Edmondson, Nolan to Allen, back to Driscoll. Driscoll hoisting it up towards Princewell. Here's Robinson. Here's Nelson. Nelson trying to reach anybody up there. Princewell finding Allen. Allen dribble a bit here. Here's Baba. Baba finding Tingle. Tingle finding the net. The 16-year-old. And we have turned it around. It's 2-1 for Telford United. Olay, olay, olay. Look at this. Baba finding a good pass to Tingle there, and Tingle just putting it into the net. And that's a joy for the 16-year-old. His very first game. I shouldn't say very first game because he's played in the friendlies, of course. We're going to go pause here now because we're in the 60th minute, and we want any players that we put into the pitch, on the pitch now, we want them to play for as long as so that they get average rating. So we're going to put in Higgins for Edmondson. What else do we have here? We have Dreher and Benz. So Princewell hasn't been playing very well, so Stevens is going to come on for him. I had actually plans that he would come in for Jamie Allen, but and I think the last one is going to be Nolan is going to go off, and Luke Dreher is going to come on. And we're going to be pleased with those three changes. Here's Baba. Here's Allen. Oh, here comes Braintree. And they hoist it back, and there's Driscoll picking it up. Marcel to Driscoll, to Dreher, to Robinson, to Higgins, and here's Wilson, but Wilson drops it. Oh, Driscoll is there though, and that's good. Dreher, Robinson, Dreher, Nelson hoisting it up, but to no one. They should at least be aiming at somebody that could go in for a duel in the heading department. Oh, here they come, and it's 2-2. Braintree has equalized. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. And that is a bit of a Driscoll. He wasn't quick enough to catch up with Amanchi. Here's O'Driscoll. Here's Nelson. Robinson. Allen. Allen tries to find Stevens. Here's Stevens though, and Stevens could not shoot against the goal. No, this doesn't look good. It might even lose this game, it feels like. Crap. Holy crap on a cracker. Well, well, well. What do you know? We were on our way to getting a 3-pointer. Now we're on our way to not getting a point at all. It feels like. Here's Stevens to Allen, but Allen looked offside there. Yes. He certainly was. Here's a free kick for them. Becomes a corner for Braintree. 2-2. 20 minutes to play. We would love to get a 3-pointer, but we'll take a 1-pointer if we're... To be honest, at the moment, when it looks like it looks, it seems like Braintree, since the changes that we made, the Braintree has become the better team. So that's a bit of a disappointment, of course. And a bit of a danger for us. We don't want to lose this game, but it seems hard to try and get something out of this. I mean, if we win the ball back, they steal it back pretty quick. We don't have the ability. Here Wilson steals the ball again, but he's not quick enough to run away from anybody. So, but here comes Stevens. Can he get the ball in? No. He ends up going outside, getting it into Wilson there. And Wilson, oh! Could have been a glorious goal if he put it away in the far corner. Like Ole Gunnar against Chelsea once upon a time. Here, let's see. Tingle to Dreher. Dreher back to Nelson. Nelson to Dreher. Back to Nelson. Up towards Tingle, but Tingle is not quick enough to get that. Yes, he is, and he finds Stevens! And Ben Stevens makes it 3-2 for Telford. Olay, olay, olay. So Tingle, 1 goal, 1 assist. Good start from this 16-year-old. And, ooh, so pretty, so pretty. A good steal there from Tingle, from the defender. And, yeah, I'm just over the moon here. And it seems like he's going to get to become the man of the match in his very first game. Here's Tingle with a free kick. And, whoa! Whoa! What a free kick! That was some real David Beckham. Well, screw on that one. Look at the twist on it. Oh, oh, oh. What a beautiful goal by Tingle. Are we going to get to keep that player? Holy smokes. Tingle with the corner is going to be a favourite with the supporters, that's for sure. Tingle floats it in. Alan is there, and it's 5-2. Oh, we're running away with it now. Oh, marvellous. And, of course, Tingle is the man of the match. What a game he's doing, and especially now, the last 10-15 minutes, he's just been out of this world. And, yeah. Can he become better than this, or is this just a fluke? I don't know. We're going to have to see about that. Let's hope that he will continue to develop into a superstar for our club. I know he's not going to be, most likely not going to be the quality to become a superstar in Premier League or something, but he could become a superstar for us. And let's hope that will happen. Here's Stevens. Here's Robinson. And he finds Stevens again. Looked a bit offside, but Stevens run. He could not put it in. But it's seems like it's going to be a corner, yes? It is a top corner. And Tingle, of course, with a corner again. Where will he put it this time? And Wade just grabbing this one. What a game by Tingle, and what a finishing by Tingle. I mean, the end of the game, he's been terrific, and couldn't hope for any better performance than he's done here. He's completely the reason for our 3 points here. Yeah. And the free kick is still on my eyeball. I still see it. Look at this. Stevens, Tingle, Allen, and he was behind all of those. Assisted Tingle, and his free kick goal. And he made that other goal where he was assisted by Baba. And he actually assisted Allen in the very first game. So he was behind every 5 goals. All the 5 goals. He was responsible for all the 5 goals. Trent Tingle. Remember that name. Because I think he's going to be a very important player for us. And keeping him out of injuries and out of suspension will be, I think, very important for us. And I think he can be the difference between, yeah, if we can keep him healthy, fresh, and keep him going the entire season, he can be the difference if we are going to be a mid-table or fighting for promotion this season. But what a game he's done. And let's have a little look at him again. This is Trent Tingle, 16 years of age, and just making a tremendous debut for Telford. I mean, look at this. Total appearance 1, goals 2, assist 3, player of the match 1, average rating 10. Now, I don't know what to say. This is incredible, and I'll understand anything. He should be. I'm already talking about him getting called up for the under 17 or whatever there is in England. The lowest one is under 18. He should be in that team. Oh well. In my mind, he should be in that team anyway. So, but yeah. Oh, what a game he's made. And what an incredible situation for us now. What a start. Wonderful, wonderful start. This is an interesting thing with this club. No debts, which is something that is exceptionally good for us. The sponsor situation is like this. I think we did get a couple of new sponsor thingamajigs this season. So that's a good thing. So yeah, a bit. We have a total value of 240,000. Or is that just the main kit? That's just the main kit for 19 years. So yeah, but I think I'm not going to be. No, I don't think it is, because here we need to go for this. 15, 16, 17, let's say 18, 20, 30. Let's say that we have 30, almost 31,000 per season. And that is a lot of money compared to what we do get with Welling United, which we have brought up to Sky Bet 1 and still only getting a main kit sponsor deal worth £43,500 a year. So this is interesting, and it's going to be really, really cool to see what this can happen, what can happen with us here. And no real news around this play here. It looks like the support very pleased with the comfortable 5-2 Panorama National League North humbling of Braintree. So yeah, the supporters loved that one. No information from the board though. Delighted with the financial aspect of Trek Tringle, and yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing to see. So let's see what we can. I'm really looking forward to this season. I think we have a lot of potential, both in the league and in the cups. I mean, I know we're not going to get anywhere close to the FA sort of. What's this? Still suspended? How many games is he suspended for? Season starts suspended for the next match. Where can I find the information about how many games he's suspended for? Because it only said suspended next game when I looked at this situation last time as well. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. You can even praise and criticize the players' training here. That's very interesting. But let's see. I mean, I need to find overview. Nothing there. Analyze. Oh, maybe there's more here. Comparison, penultimate analysis. Loads of things to click in on here, which is kind of cool. Deep lying playmaker about Boston United. And doesn't really say sent off. Was he sent off in the 90th minute there? And another yellow card there. This is a bit weird, to be honest, because I can't find the information. It says that he's suspended for the next game as well, but it doesn't say how many games he's suspended for. Or am I just missing it? Here's a lot of information as well. It's the same information as is on overview here, I guess. But yeah, there should be. I think that's kind of an annoying thing. Let's see what it says here. Enter contract negotiation, contract details, development. There really should be a place just that says how many games he's. Very strange. Wouldn't you agree? Milestones. Signed by Telford. Made senior debut against Chorley. Named in Telford's season best 11. So he had some things happening to him. But very weird that I can't find where how many games he's suspended for. I think that's a miss in some way. But I think let's look at this and let's go milestone on this one. Signed for Telford on a free transfer. Scored first senior goal against Braintree, and made senior debut against Braintree. So this is going to be interesting to follow this tree, that's for sure. Nothing said about him yet. No injuries. No notes. I think we're going to this is a player I want to keep history after his career. Let's have a look. Player performance and stats. Coach report. Player performances. Doesn't say a lot here. Stats. Vanarama National. Interesting loads of information that you can get from this. We need to choose a match, and we're going to go for the Braintree game. But here, generating match report. Ew, this is cool. So shots. Oh, cool. Passes. Oh, cool. Crosses. Aerial challenges. Tackles. This is actually kind of cool. Heat map. This is where he's been running, I guess. Let's take away all the other things and just have the heat map for now. This is where he spent his time running around. Oh, how cool. Average positioning, been around there. So it's been a bit into the pitch. Haven't really been out to lick the line, so as they say. Movement, we can see him moving into the pitch, out of to the corner there, into the center of this area here. Very, very cool, I must say. Medical report, injuries, susceptibility, above average. You know, he's going to be used a lot, so I guess that's why he has that problem. So then we have training, tactics, progress, advance, or advise. Let's see the advise. No, nothing much. Transfer, contract, happiness, send on leadership course. We could do that, but I think it's a bit early. I mean, being 16-year-old and sending him out on a leadership course. But what a game that was from him. I mean, I'm sorry that I get so emotional and so into it, but yeah, very interesting first episode, or should I say pre-season episode. I hope we're going to have a splendid season with Telford United this season. Hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I would ask you, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and put a little bars on that notification bell, and like the episode if you did. And I'll just say that you're gonna have to stay safe out there and try to have plenty of fun. And I'll just end with bye 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 bye.